James and Martin are in New Orleans, a city reborn and more vibrant than ever, dragging the extinct Peterman beer style back from the dead. They've been out on the farm, deep in the swamp, and in each other's arms. And now that the beer has spent 2 weeks fermenting at NOLA, they're ready to share it with the people of the bayou, serenaded by the hot sound of New Orleans jazz, courtesy of the Swamp Donkeys.
Thanks all for coming to NOLA Brewery. I'm really glad y'all made it. Without further ado, here are the Brew Dogs, James and Martin.
Good evening, New Orleans.
Are you all ready to taste some beer?
So we found ourselves in a city known for making a comeback, and we wanted to do the same with a beer.
So we enlisted the help of NOLA Brewing to help us bring a beer back from the dead.
We decided to make a Peterman, a dark, thick beer that hasn't been seen for almost 100 years.
It's basically a zombie beer. So we decided to brew this beer in a swamp. We chose the most alligator-infested stretch of swampland in the whole of Louisiana.
I actually tasted the swamp before we put it through the water filtration system. It's perfect for a zombie beer because it tasted like it had dead people in it. In this beer, we also used the mayhaw, something that was on the verge of extinction, but it's also making a big comeback.
And then we also went to visit a voodoo priestess. She gave us this herb called Rose of Jericho.
It can be dead for decades, but with a tiny bit of water, it comes back to life. We've made a voodoo mother of a beer, but ultimately it's for you guys to decide if the Peterman, this extinct beer style, is going to remain with the dead or come back to the land of the living. So let's taste it. You've got to get to know the beer. So, bonus points for Scottish accent. Hello. How are you?
My beer smells exciting. It does.
So guys, what did you think of the first ever zombie beer?
Eccentric, it has character, and it's full of flavor. Ça c'est bon.
That Granny Smith tartness just up in the front really got me.
It goes down very smooth and easy, just like the Big Easy in New Orleans.
I think the flavor is really good, but it does smell like it was made with swamp water.
Not gonna lie, it smelled like dirty diaper.
So are you saying you didn't like it?
It was light, crisp, got a nice sour on the end.
And what do you think of the fact we made it with swamp water?
It's awesome. I think that's absolutely phenomenal.
I think that gives it just a unique New Orleans twist.
You live on the bayou?
We live on the bayou.
Yes, we do.
And is that safe?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
How many children did you used to have?
We love this beer. We put our heart and soul into this. But ultimately, it's up to you guys if this beer's going to live forever or remain with the dead.
And usually this is quite a straightforward process. But say hello to my little friend. On the count of 3, if you like it, stick your glass up and say live forever. If you hate it, best of luck.
To a comeback city and a comeback beer.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you guys for coming out and tasting the beer. We couldn't have made this beer without NOLA. Derek, thanks so much for hosting us. Cheers.
Are you familiar with the American program Duck Dynasty?
No.